Hello everybody, welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I'm Jennifer. I've got the gangs all here today. Mouse, Mercury, Yasmin. It's awesome. It's an awesome time. Before I forget and before I get into, some of the astrology of everything that's going down in May, I want to remind you that I will be reading from 2 card decks for advice cards for numerology. One is the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and the other one is Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Fantastic cards. These are so awesome that I actually read from the book. They're so good. Yeah. So, let's get into May. Are you ready for this? Let me tell you, it's been an interesting April for me personally, but I'm just putting my office back together so that I can record this video after taking it completely apart because my husband was putting up light fixtures and a ceiling fan, which is fantastic, but still can't put up the light fixtures. That's a long story. But everything is not completely put back together because after I took everything apart, I was like, I think I really want to rearrange this. I am not currently my husband's favorite person. But that's okay, right? It's just, there was some things that I just wanted to change up. Venus and Mercury were direct, so I thought, whatever. But yeah, I made a huge mess. Huge mess that I'll be cleaning up forever. But I do like tidying up. I do like putting things in their place. So that's what May looks like for me, to be honest with you. But May for all of us, this is fun. It is. It's a good time. So we really start off May with May the 4th be with you on May the 4th. I am a Star Wars fan. I think we've met, right? Also, Pluto goes retrograde on May the 4th and is retrograde until October 13th. On the 5th, of course, we're all celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Love that. On the 10th, Mercury moves into Taurus. Mercury's really moving around a lot this month. We start out the month with Mercury in Aries. Mercury is moving into Taurus on the 10th, and there's another shift yet coming for Mercury. On the 11th, we have the U.S. Mother's Day. On the 12th, we have the full moon in Scorpio that hits its peak at 12:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the 20th, we have the sun moving into Gemini. On the 24th, we have Saturn moving into Aries. And really, we're seeing a lot more of the party is in Aries during this period of time. For the past couple of months, the party has definitely been in Pisces, but now we're seeing everything shift over to Aries. Oh, yeah. On the 25th, here's Mercury's next shift. Mercury moves into Gemini on the 25th. On the 26th, we have a new moon in Gemini that hits its peak at 11:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's also Memorial Day in the U.S. Yeah. So again, just loving this. Loving that the party has moved from Pisces to Aries. Let's keep things going, keep things up, right? So we end the month with 4 planets in fire, 4 planets, including the sun, in air, 2 planets, well, that's including South Node, which is technically not a planet, in Earth, and only North Node in water. So we've got North Node in Pisces, we've got South Node in Virgo, and Uranus in Taurus. So there's your Earth and water. In air, we have Aquarius, Aquarius is hosting Pluto, which is retrograde. And then we have Jupiter, Mercury, and the sun in Gemini. For our fire people, we have Mars in Leo, and we have Saturn, Neptune, and Venus in Aries. So Saturn's going to be in Aries for a couple of years, and Neptune's going to be there for the next 14. Well, okay, these guys are going to retrograde back into Pisces for a minute, but they are going to be Aries is going to be their home. They're just going to step back, check out Pisces for another minute before they keep going forwards. I know, later this year, because I think Neptune doesn't go retrograde until June, July, maybe July or into June. I'll have to look it up. But, you know, we're getting closer to July every day. I'm so much fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want to talk to you about the crystal of the month that I have chosen. So the crystal of the month is technically not a crystal, it's amber. And amber is a fossilized tree resin, typically like honey yellow or orange, but it also can be white, red, blue, green, or black. And blue is the most rare. Now, I am wearing my amber necklace. This has like several different colors in it. This is technically black. Here's the more red. This is the like honey orange color. And this, I believe, is considered the white. I don't think it's considered the green. But, some of you crystal lovers, you can correct me on this. That's fine with me. Please correct me when I'm wrong. So I've got several specimens here. I've got raw, polished, zebra, a zebra amber. I even have like an amber with like, I do believe that this was kind of put here, but it's so gorgeous. I had to show it to you. It is a moth in amber. Love it. So I do have that as an example. I think amber is so fantastic because it cleanses and absorbs negative energy, which makes it fantastic for Reiki healers, for Reiki practitioners, because it keeps them from, it keeps the practitioner from absorbing the energy that they are clearing off of their clients. It's fantastic. So amber does absorb negative energy. It's supposed to help stimulate the body's natural healing process. Ancient times, or even just metaphysical people, spiritual people, believe that amber draws disease from the body, and it also helps absorb pain. Fantastic. This is a wonderful crystal for protection. It is associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is my favorite. But it can also work with the sacral. So, I mean, think about the sacral chakra as more like the orange color, and the solar plexus is that vibrant, bright yellow. And I definitely 100%. I use this for solar plexus work because solar plexus chakra is my favorite, but it also works well with the sacral chakra. And confidence. It symbolizes promises, wisdom, courage, purity. It awakens joy, energy, and motivation. It assists with depression and grief and seasonal affective disorder. Yeah, so it's fantastic. It has been used as an ancient manifestation tool. I'm going to say this right. An ancient manifestation tool to help you obtain your goals when you are really using it like intentionally. When you're really focused on it and you're using it intentionally and working with this stone. Stone, resin, crystal, you know what I'm trying to say. Historically, now I love this. All right. Historically, this was given to babies to help with teething. I've seen them tons, like on kids now. They're teething necklaces, but they're made of amber. They're amber beads. I love that. It was used to ward off the Black Death. Very interesting. And the ancient Chinese believed that when tigers died, its spirit became amber, and they nicknamed it the soul of the tiger. I just felt like we needed that. Going into May, I don't feel like Pluto being retrograde is like, completely horrible. I don't feel like any retrogrades are completely horrible. However, that Venus and Mercury retrograde combo that we had at the end of March and the beginning of April, that was unpleasant. So I don't know what it was like for the rest of you, but that was unpleasant for me. So I'm not like terribly upset about this Pluto retrograde, but I think that we need a little bit of like oof back in like our lives. I feel like this is a good time because we've got a lot of fire energy where we haven't had in a while. Like a lot of stuff has been in water for the past few months. And now we're moving into May where we have all of this energy in fire. And I think this is going to be great to sort of stimulate us, like help us just like jump in and move ahead. You still need to stop and think, okay? You still need to stop and think before you act. But this is a wonderful crystal, like to help us with our courage and our self-confidence. Because again, my favorite chakra, the solar plexus chakra, is personal power, inner strength, and intuition. That's a synopsis. That's not all of it, but that's the synopsis of it. And I think that using this stone to really help us with our solar plexus chakra, what is wrong with me today, is like wonderful. And it's a great crystal for us to take into May with us. Yeah, into this into this month of change. Let's do it. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Okay, as I'm sitting here telling you all this stuff about this wonderful, like fossilized tree resin, I haven't actually shown it to you yet. So let me get my notes out of the way, and so that I can show you exactly what this lovely, lovely stone looks like. Okay, lots of different ones here, okay? So first, these are the raw ones that I have. Quite lovely. I do like them. They're so lovely. And then when you break, and I did actually break one. When you break the raw ones, you can still see that on the inside, it's polished. See? Like it's really polished on the inside. By the way, these are very, very lightweight. Very lightweight. Because I thought this necklace was fake for like, I don't know, the first few months I had it. And I said something about it being fake until the man that my mom had gotten it from, that she had bought it from, and he was like, that's not fake. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, just gorgeous. Okay, so here's some that's like more polished. And I have to give a shout out to this lovely, lovely lady at Heart, Soul, and Art here in Georgia. It's actually in Marietta. It's a metaphysical store not far from me. And this girl, her name was Jennifer. She helped me to pick these stones out. She was quite helpful. She was awesome. So these are the polished ones. This is so beautiful. This is what she introduced me to. This is a zebra. This is a zebra piece of amber. And they had so many different ones of these in the store. It was so lovely. I was like, I'm going to have to get some of those for my booth. That was awesome. Here's some of my my pieces that I'm actually getting ready to do a little project with. So isn't that a gorgeous piece of amber? So they really do come in like all shapes and sizes and like colors. This is a fantastic example of it. And then again, this, and I have this on my altar. I love this. This is so beautiful, so beautiful. All right, so there's your amber. There is your crystal of the month. So now we can sit back and go, all right, what does May have for your individual numerology? Hello, Life Path 22. Ah, yes, here we are, ready to embark on May. I just want to say, well, first of all, you guys know I am also a fellow Life Path 22-4. But May for us is going to be a 9-month. So we are doubling down on that 9 energy because I don't know if you've heard me mention it, but 2025 is a 9 year. I maybe have mentioned it once or a million times, whatever. But, and by the way, that caterwauling that you hear in the back, literally coming from a cat, is my cat Mouse. He is very upset with me because he's injured and I won't let him outside. Now, he is 60% feral. I mean, he's sort of a feral cat. But he spends every night in my office. And because he also doesn't like any other cats besides Mercury. And he's really, really angry at me because I won't let him outside. But he's injured and he's not going out until he finishes his antibiotics and heals. So, there we have it. So please forgive all the noise in the background. That being said, let's return to this 9 vibration that we have in May for us. I know. So the mantra of the 9 is, and I'm sure you've heard this because I did a whole video on the 9 year for 9 vibration. I embody the flow of this moment with courage to change. And this is a time, I feel like this is going to be a month of releasing. And it's just letting go. It is truly just releasing and transitioning through things that we no longer need. Remember, like, a lot of the vibration of the 9 has to do with rebirth. It has to do with completion, removal of clutter, both spiritual and physical, so that we can complete a cycle, step into, like, if we're letting go of things, if we're ending something, then we can step into a new beginning, which is going to be June for us. But I'm not getting ahead of myself here. This is about completing a cycle. This is about just saying, okay, I am done with that. I'm done with the way I used to do this. I'm done with the way I used to do that. And it can be something simple, like the way that you're redoing your closet and you're not going to arrange your clothes that way anymore. Or it can be something huge when you're saying, I'm not going to do my budget like this anymore. We need to make a change as a family or an individual or whatever. You can look at the small picture or the bigger picture. It doesn't matter. But change is here. This is what we're going to be really embracing in May. Because again, we're doubling down on that energy with the 9 year and a 9 month. I don't think it's bad. We need to let go sometimes, right? Yeah. Excuse me, sorry. The lesson of the 9 is literally recognizing the patterns and letting go when they no longer serve our well-being. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, it's really time to let go because these phase changes help us to fulfill our life's purpose. These, like, clearing of clutter helps us to move on and move into something better. It does. And it also helps us to open up the energy, the flow, so that we can have new things come in. I love it. I love it. Okay, so the shadow side of the 9 is fear of change and fighting change, which can cause us to be impulsive or moody. And it can also cause us to really want that instant gratification, that, like, immediate feel good moment, so we can get careless with our money. So remember that and watch yourself this month, because that can come up, especially with our shadow side, especially with the shadow sides of the 22, which is being a procrastinator, feeling overwhelmed, giving up too easily, worrying, just going, there's too many problems to solve. I can't do it. There's just too much. So when we start combining that with the shadow side of the 9 that we're, like, dealing with, right? It can cause us to be impulsive, moody, and we really don't want to embrace that. We really don't. Start acknowledging it and just be like, okay, I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I'm wanting to fight the changes that are coming in. Let me step back. Let me take a minute and let me see what I can do to deal with this in a better way. Because honestly, you're a healer. You're a spiritual master, Life Path 22. Ask Mouse. He'll tell you, look, yeah. And look, we're working on his little arm. Yeah, he's super pissed. But you're a healer. You're a spiritual master. And your mantra is, I ignite the torch of discovery and healing within my world. Please don't knock over my stuff. Thank you. I act like he knows English. Yeah, he's got his medicine all over me. And hair. I mean, I'm covered in mouse hair. Funnily enough, it's Mouse's hair, but Mouse is a cat. I know, it's weird. But you are extremely intuitive. You're a luminary. You're very practical minded. And sometimes we do need to let go of relationships. And this is a time of letting go. And you're here to help build and strengthen relationships. But you're also here to be a counselor. You're also here to be a mentor. And I feel like if you need to release something, if you need to let go, if that relationship is just not serving a purpose anymore, maybe it's just time to step back into like an acquaintance. Not completely going no contact, but just step back a little bit. Yeah. Just think about it. All right. Because the lesson of the 22 is to push through procrastination and feelings of overwhelmment in order to embrace your true life's purpose. And the whole thing with the 9 is to like embrace these phase changes to fulfill your life's purpose. Yeah. Okay, let's see what kind of advice cards we get for you, for us. Yeah. And go get yourself some amber. Go get yourself some amber. You're a healer. Heal yourself, right? Oh, he's just so mad at me. And I feel so bad because I don't want the cat mad at me, but I can't let him out. I mean, he's a mess. And he keeps getting injured in the same place. You keep getting injured in the same place, Mouse. Ooh, Irene, peace. Oh my gosh. That's so great. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Oh my gosh. For our worrywart Life Path 22. I know, I'm a worrywart too. And it doesn't help being a Virgo as well. That's just worry on top of worry, right? Mouse, I hear you, baby. I hear you. Do you want to do some meditation with me, Mouse? Maybe that'll calm you down. You think that'll help? Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. I cannot even believe that. That is freaking amazing right there. Sorry. And look how much more hair he has got all over. Why did I wear a black shirt today? I mean, what was I thinking? Really? Okay, having a hard time getting the glasses over the headband, but here we go. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and the words of your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. True. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. Well, that is difficult because we are very practical. Our life path number is very practical. However, we also have that streak of luminary there. Well, we're ready. I mean, it's coming, whether we're ready or not, right? Yeah. I think Life Path 22, it's time to take out the trash and manifest. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like May's going to be like for us. We'll see. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 22. Make sure you tune into my live show on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful May. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.